Warrior's Reflection. If you could sit with your younger self, what would you say? Imagine for a moment that God allowed you to sit across from the younger version of you. Not for long, just long enough to look into their eyes and tell them what you know now. They don't know about the heartbreak yet. They don't know about the nights they'll cry themselves to sleep. They don't know about the mistakes they'll make, the people they'll lose, the prayers that will seem unanswered, or the seasons that will make them question whether they have enough strength to keep going. But you know, and you also know something they don't. They make it through. Maybe you tell them, stop trying so hard to be enough for everybody. Some people you desperately want to stay are only meant to be part of the journey. You're going to make mistakes. Give yourself grace. Don't ignore your own heart trying to keep everyone else's from breaking. There will be seasons when you won't understand what God is doing, but keep holding His hand. And maybe you'd simply hug them, because now you understand that the younger you didn't always need another lesson. Sometimes they just needed to know they were going to be okay. But here's where I want this reflection to turn. What if the younger version of you could speak to you? Would they recognize the person you've become? Would they be amazed by what you've survived? Would they remind you of dreams you've forgotten? Would they ask why you're so hard on the person they fought so hard to become? Whew, that's the reflection. Thus far, the Lord has helped us. 1 Samuel 7:12. Warrior, sometimes you need to look backward, not to live there, but to recognize just how many times God carried you forward. Sit with this. If you could spend 5 minutes with your younger self, what would you tell them? And then, what do you think your younger self would say to you today? Write the conversation. Don't rush it. You might discover that while you've been focusing on how far you still have to go, you haven't stopped long enough to thank God for how far you've already come. May you always find God in the quiet.